It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we got a beer from Dog's Window Brewery, and this is their Catching Rays Pale Ale. It's in a 440ml can at 4.7% ABV. And I tell you what I'm seeing lately, I've just reviewed some of the Jennings beer. There's a lot of this stamp going on here, this indie beer. Oh, I've got a, here we are. That's a bottle cap from Jennings Brewery there. This is the indie beer slogan, and it's here as well on the can. Just something that I've picked up just now, actually. It's a bit like the American Brewers Association stamp to say that beer is independently brewed. It was done by SIBA for a long time. Perhaps this is a SIBA initiative. Perhaps they've just taken SIBA away and called it indie beer. The reason for that is, say your Beavertown Brewery, they're owned by Heineken. They're not independently brewed. So what was happening about 10 years ago, breweries were being bought up by bigger breweries, say your Molson Coors sort of thing, your Heinekens, and they were sneakily brewing these craft beers and selling them into a craft beer market as independent beer. Some people didn't know that Beavertown were bought out. Some people just want to drink beer, they don't want to read about it and whatever. So the independent breweries hit back with this sort of indie beer stamp. So it's a bit of an association, if you like, with independently craft brewed beer. Coincidentally, I don't know if it was the economy that slowed down and stopped all of that sort of thing going on, but I've not heard of a big brewery buying a little brewery for a long time now. And that's quite hard for a few breweries out there, because I firmly believe a few breweries set themselves up to be bought out. They built these sort of, not mega breweries, but they spent a lot of money on their brewery kit and big kind of tap rooms and whatnot, and they were expecting to be bought out. There was rumours of this brewery was going to be bought out and that brewery. It never happened. It never happened. But they're still going. Fair play to them. They're still operating. It's just they set themselves up for a purchase that never happened. So, Catching Rays. I mean, this brewery here, Dog's Window, you couldn't be further away from what I was just talking about. Dog's Window Brewery, the beer is brewed in a little garage next to the owner's house, and it's just one of the most amazing little breweries. I'm about to brew a collaboration with them, so look out for that one. We're going to brew together August 2025, this month, a few weeks time. We got a small one finger white head, good levels of carbonation as you rock the beer back and forth. My cat's very chatty. I tell you what it is, he's got no biscuits. I haven't put his biscuits down for him, so he's one of those sort of chubby cats that likes to eat. Yes. Shouting at me. A bit of sediment in the bottom of this glass. Hazy amber colour. Let's get the aroma. Wow. Full on. Juicy, tropical, sort of apricot, passion fruit, mango, kiwi fruit a little bit. Yeah, soft fruits, those sort of soft fruits, aromas in the beer. The ABV is 4.7%. Let's dive in. Cheers. Oh, that's magnificent. Stone the Crows. Stone the Crows. This is your sort of catching rays. This is your kind of lay in the garden, lay in your beer garden if you want to, with a nice juicy pale ale like this. Stone the Crows is good beer. There's a bit of sweetness there to begin with. There's a juiciness, a sort of like you're crushing with your bare hands, crushing a passion fruit or a mango into your mouth. The juice is running down your forearm, sort of juicy, peachy sort of loveliness going on here. Little bit of bitterness on the back end. Little bit of bitterness biting through. It's a cracker. Look at the lacing on the glass. Look as I rock the beer back and forth. You can see that carbonation chasing the beer up the glass. Look at that as I whirl that beer around in the glass. Looks fantastic. Even the fruit flies have come alive for this one. But not only can you buy a Dog's Window beer from their brewery, they own a little shop in Bridgend, South Wales, where they're based. And they're called Nearest Beer Shop. They have over 250 beers in their store. And we've teamed up with them, and you can get 5% off when you use the voucher code Stone the Crows, and it's free delivery over £60. So please check that out too. I've been there. It's right next to the train station. I pulled up on a train, probably told you this a million times. Pulled up on the train at Bridgend, had a 40-minute change. So I ran down to the shop. I bought 2 bottles of Augustiner Dunkel. Job done. Back on the train, drank those 2 bottles of Augustiner Dunkel on the train, and bought a Chinese takeaway. Brilliant, lovely night. Lovely night. So I'm going to rate this one. It looks really, really good. It's got a fantastic aroma. As it's slightly kind of warming up a bit, there's a bit of nectarine in there now. It smells great. A lovely, creamy, rich mouthfeel. The hops are popping in this beer. The sort of peaches and the passion fruits and the mangoes. I don't normally kind of like fall for this sort of beer very much anymore, but this one's a really good one. I can still really appreciate a really good soft fruited sort of hoppy pale ale like this at 4.7% ABV. So I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Again, you can pick this up if you want from your nearest beershop.com. So I think it's .com. Yes, nearestbeershop.com. Or you can pick it up from Dog's Window Brewery. They also have a website. They're on Facebook, they're on Twitter, they're on Instagram. Check them out. Great brewery. Never have a bad beer from them. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.